microphone is now working. All right, I should check that before I go press the live button. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Naked Famous Denim weekly live stream, streaming here on the internet, on YouTube, on Earth. We're the biggest raw denim live stream in the universe.
Are we?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
As our analytics indicate, number one in the universe. Raw denim live stream.
Great.
So,
well, if anybody has done their
if anyone has another raw denim live stream, we challenge you to a winner-take-all duel for the championship of the universe in that category. It is WrestleMania weekend.
Is it?
So it's appropriate that we do the call out now.
Wow.
Yeah. So if anybody from the back wants to come out and challenge us, we take on all challengers.
That's great. I always thought that WrestleMania is like the beginning of spring.
It is.
In Canada.
Yeah. And it is. I hope.
Is it?
I don't know. I haven't been to Canada in a while, but I'm presuming the weather's getting better.
I hope so.
If you're in Canada, let us know.
It's April.
It is April 1st here in Japan.
Yeah. Oh, yes. The rest of the world.
It's still
might
March
still
31st.
Be March, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's check in with the chat. BD, hello, pants pals from the Niagara region. Firebird Selvedge on tonight. After my first wash, they are so comfortable and soft. What gives? What gives? Well, they're going to get soft and comfortable. That's the point, the Firebird. They're going to get real nice. And very, very slubby. Yeah. Johnny Crumhorn is in the house. Dylan Drop, what's up, y'all? Well, we're what's up, everybody. The Raw Denim live stream, the community is all here together. That's what's up. Rodrigo, hello, everyone. Hello. Jaden Popera, what's everybody wearing? Well, what are you wearing today?
I'm wearing the, was it Fall Winter 22, maybe? Like a heavyweight flannel. Mm-hmm. But it's actually perfect for this weather because I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath.
Yeah, and this is the ladies' fit.
Yeah, so it's the country shirt fit. Yeah. It's not too big, It's just
looks great.
Yeah. And then I got my classic solid black Selvedge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. T-shirt.
T-shirt, Wonder Looper.
Of course.
Double heavyweight.
There you go. I've got on this is a easy shirt. I forget which fabric this is.
Is this from the current spring?
I can tell you right now. Organic cotton twill.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very nice shirt.
From the current spring, yeah.
Yeah, very soft, very nice. And I like that it kind of looks like a chambray shirt, but it doesn't feel like a chambray shirt. It's not so crispy. It's very soft and light, and a great color for the spring. I just like this combo for the spring. White t-shirt, Wonder Looper t-shirt, by the way. Mm-hmm. White t-shirt, like kind of a light blue chambray kind of denim-y looking shirt, and then I've got the left-hand twills. These are my broken-in pair, customized by Risa here, and
and a humongous
crotch hole that needs to be fixed, but we'll get to that eventually.
Will
we? I don't know. Let me know what you guys are wearing in the chat today. Okay. David Macy writes, hey guys, been a while since I've joined you on a Friday night. Well, welcome back. We're glad to have you here. Pierre Morrow, hello from Guelph, wearing my Loop from Waterloo collabs from a few years ago. Loop Clothing. Shout out to Loop Clothing in Waterloo, Ontario. We haven't been to Waterloo in a while.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while. But we used to go, every now and then pop in. And
fairly regularly. Yeah,
that's fun.
Good times in Waterloo. Rice W5, hello from Birmingham, UK. Welcome. Francisco Michael, hello from stormy Chicago. Stay warm, my friend. Jaden, day 92 of my unbranded 22-ounce big slubs. Fantastic. We got to see some photos of that. Okay. Let's just start. I can't read every chat. I want to read every chat, but I can't read every chat. Melody Murray, hello from Tucson. Welcome. Wearing my offshoot broken twills today. Great choice. Ian Snively wore my Chinese New Year Water Tiger 27 weird guy today. 27's good man. It's our sales section. You might find some good stuff in there.
There's a lot of 28s.
There's a lot of 28s.
We don't make that many 27s anymore because we have a hard time selling 28.
Yeah.
And,
but if you might find something that fits you. You'd be surprised. A lot of good deals in there in the smaller sizes. James and Kidding, what's up, everyone? I got my purple cords on today, and they're looking quite lavendery at the moment.
That's nice.
Fantastic. Right in time for the spring. Right in time for the spring. Okay. Rodrigo writes, guys, I have a left-hand twill SG, Super Guy, 31, and I went to try a unbranded, and I found they run smaller. Is there a difference in the size between Naked Famous and unbranded? Well, this is a good question because there's a size difference between everything. So not even between Super Guys in different fabrics, there's going to be variances. So variances can be based on fabric weight, composition, fabric construction, just variances in production in general. When it comes to jeans making, this is not like precision cut steel or anything like that. There's a lot of hand involvement. Even, this is the one that always gets me, is that even when you lay the fabric out on the cutting table, it depends on how long you let that fabric settle. Sometimes if you let it settle longer, you get a little bit of a wider production, but that could even be dependent on just who's sewing things that day. So things are always made within a variance, within a tolerance, and you have to check the measurements.
And that's why we do measure each production, and then just we wouldn't be like, Super Guy, this size is this, this measurements, because we do know that sometimes that those, tolerance can be, very, it's like tolerance on both sides, like the limit of tolerance in both sides can be, significant enough for you to maybe choose a different size.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. You don't see this, I would say that a lot of people who might come from, the conventional denim world, buying a lot of stretch denim, wash denim, that type of stuff, that's comfortable right away. You're able to sometimes walk the line of, I always buy a 32. And, especially if you're buying jeans that have a lot of stretch in them and they're pre-washed, that 32 is going to fit you every time, because that 32 fits like 6 different sizes of people.
Right, but it's also, I feel like that's also how like vanity sizing started. Obviously, there's a vanity aspect of it, and it comes down to it's all vanity aspect. But people tend to buy things like, oh, I've always been a 32. I must be a 32 for this brand. And when you buy it, and if it's slightly larger, people don't complain, because it's just like, oh, it's it's comfortable.
Yeah.
But when it's like smaller, then people are gonna be like, no, this should fit me, and it doesn't fit me. So it's easier for brands to go up a size.
Also, and then when you mix that in with the raw denim concept, that everything should be snug, right? So a lot of people get into raw denim thinking, well, these jeans need to be tight, or these jeans need to be quite fitted. I should have to struggle to get them on, and then they're gonna stretch it to perfection. When you combine that into the mix, then it really creates a certain amount of chaos. Which, by the way, I definitely don't recommend you buy your jeans that way. Get the jeans that are comfortable to button up. That's the right size. If you're struggling, it's the wrong size.
Yeah. But I did notice that, like, larger fits, like fits that are not skin tight, are becoming way more popular, right? Like, we're seeing a little bit of decline in Super Guy sales, but Easy Guy is going up.
Yeah, Strong Guy is also going up lately a lot.
What I noticed was that, like, we released MIJ11 yesterday, and Easy Guy
flew
out.
Yeah. Are they all gone?
They're all gone.
All right. Well, anyway, let's check in on that, everybody. So we've got a new little feature here, browser window. Bam. So we've got us still on the screen. Unbelievable. MIJ 11s just came out yesterday. I didn't even check yet. All right. Yeah, Easy Guy sold out. Just a few pairs left here in the Weird Guy and in the Super Guy. We'll see if those last the weekend or not. But yeah, you're right. The Easy Guys flew first thing.
And it's not like we had, because our production was very, very limited. So it's not like we had a lot more Weird Guy than, Easy Guy, Super Guy, which, is the case for most release. But we had basically the same amount. Yeah,
pretty much the same across the board. Maybe it's just a little bit, the skewing is a little bit more Weird Guy, and then Super Guy, Easy Guy are about the same.
Yeah, but by a couple pairs.
Yeah, by a couple pairs.
Almost the same, yeah.
But when I do like a big production, maybe for like hundreds of pairs, it's usually skewed in that way. Right. Like Weird Guy will have more, and then Easy Guy, and then Super Guy. But it used to be Weird, Super, Easy. It's just been shifting in this direction. So, I think maybe hopefully we'll see a little bit less of this too small issue going forward, as I think maybe the adoption of looser fits come into play. I wonder if that will help just in general.
I think so. Yeah. I do think so. Yeah. And also, maybe people getting more information, about sizing correctly.
Right.
Hopefully.
Yeah. From watching the biggest live stream in the entire universe. Okay. Well, great question there. I'm glad we could cover that topic. And by the way, anybody, if you have any kind of specific questions you want us to answer, be sure to ask. This is definitely the place to do that. Okay. The Ravens in the house. Hello from SoCal. I'm drinking from my Naked Famous milk glass cup.
Nice.
I've got my Snoopy cup today.
I got my Nova
Scotia. Canada's Ocean Playground.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. We love our milk glass cups. Okay. Santiago. Hey guys. Any reason why your shirts don't make it to Europe in general? So certain commodities sometimes don't make it out to certain regions. I would say that Europe in general, they have a lot of shirt brands.
Yeah.
Right? So we are primarily a denim brand, a lot of people look to us and they're like, okay, I buy denim from you.
Yeah.
I buy shirts from this company. I buy belts from this company. Even though we make all of these commodities, not everywhere takes the time to, maybe they feel like I'm going to get it from the shirt guys, right? So a lot of people think that way, which is fair.
Yeah, because there's a lot of force going into promoting products, and we do put a lot of effort into promoting our jeans, but we don't do as much for shirts.
Yeah.
And sorry, I'm just fixing my t-shirt underneath. It's just kind of easier to kind of sell jeans for us because we do have so much content out there.
Yeah. But that said, I do wish some of our some more of our retailers carried our shirts and things like that. But I get it. We're not the only game in town. I think we make a fantastic shirt, and we ship worldwide from Tete and Yoko and Naked Famous Denim NYC. So if you are in Europe, you'd like to get your hands on one of our shirts, at least you still have options. Good question. NV got my MIJ 11, and they already shipped from the New York City store.
Nice.
Well, there you go. New York City, I mean, they ship very, very quickly.
They tend to also have stock.
Yeah. So this morning when we launched the MIJ 11, we were watching the analytics on the website, and I mean, it was packed. The website was packed, and I can tell that a lot of people were trying to check out for the same item, of which we might have only had, 1 or 2 units, total, like a 32 or 33. We didn't get many, just in general. So, you could see kind of the drop off. Like as soon as that item got checked out, then there was anyways, you could see in the background how the performance of everything. And I'm like, Garrett, just tell everyone they can go to New York. Because, like, New York's site was busy, but it wasn't as busy as Tate and Yoko. In general, pro tip, Tate and Yoko gets very busy. New York City store, not as busy.
Yeah, especially if it's like a sold
major
after release.
Yeah.
And like obviously Tate and Yoko tends to get more in number, but at like some sizes we only get like 1 or 2 of, like you said, especially in my J1 it was just all 1 or 2 of. But even with other stuff, like some sizes are more limited, and it's just if we have 1 and then New York has 1, it's only, it's the same amount. Like, you might as well go to less crowded.
Yeah. Like, if you're looking for 40, 42, 44, I don't know if we made a 44 in this one, but I think we made 40, 42. Yeah, on Tate, there might only be 1 or 2, whereas there might be 1 on New York.
Yeah.
But the chance of you getting that 1 on New York is higher. So just be aware of that.
Another thing for Tate and Yoko, just so you know, it's like we don't ship as fast as Naked Famous New York City on Tate and Yoko side, because we are dealing with the higher volume, but we also have a lot of people who are just like, never mind, I don't need this. Yeah. So like we kind of have like a buffer of like when we received orders until we actually pick them.
Yeah, because we're still at the volume where if you want to make an order change, we can help you with that. I've dealt with online retailers where like I buy something and I'm like, can you combine shipping? Like I might have bought something on a pre-order and like that thing's ready to ship, and then there's another thing I want to buy. I'm like, can I buy this and combine? No. Or like I'll buy something and it turns out I very rarely. I remember it's actually only ever happened to me once where I bought something. They emailed me like days and days and days later that the item wasn't in stock anymore, and they'll ship me the next time they get the item. And I'm like, when's the next time you're going to get the item? And they're like, we don't know. And I'm like, okay, but this other store has the item. I just rather prefer to buy it here, and then could you refund me? And they're like, no. Once your order is in like our picking kind of scenario, like we can't cancel the order.
Then you didn't pick it because you don't have it. Like,
so
I understand once it's in the movement, you can't stop it. But
I was furious, and then I ended up buying the other one. So for the other place, and I'm just like, okay, guys, could you cancel this? They're like, no, we cannot cancel this.
But then they'll probably allow you to return it or something.
Right. So what they told me was, so what'll happen? What you should do is when we ship the item, just reject it. And it'll come back to us, and then we'll refund you. And I'm like, what is the point? Anyways, long story short, weeks and weeks later, they realized that they couldn't provide me with an ETA on it at all, and ended up on their own volition canceling the order and refunding me. And I'm like, well, that took a while.
Yeah. A lot of, different companies, different way of dealing with it. We have our limitation too, obviously. But just to add to that, like because we're in Canada, we're shipping from Canada. Like we are a little bit more cautious because crossing the border is a hassle. So like with shipping, going back and forth is not fun, especially if you have to cross.
So we give you the buffer time just in case It's usually a 1-day buffer. So the MIJ's 11s, like if we really wanted to, we probably could have started shipping some of them out today, but we ship them out on Monday just to, give you the weekend. Sometimes people need size changes or whatever. Especially on release day, sometimes people are very quick to buy something and they don't check the measurements, and maybe over the weekend they check the measurements, they realize they need something else, and yada yada.
We'll try to accommodate, but then try to be sure when you purchase also, because sometimes you can't.
Right. Speaking of fits, do you have a delivery date for the True Guy yet? So we're gonna release them in April.
Yeah.
So
have a date
I think 2 weeks from now, I think we'll have the first ones. I think it's the 14th. I'm gonna double.
No, 14th is something else, isn't it? 14th
I don't remember.
is something else.
Okay, anyhow, it is
Like
coming.
21 maybe.
It is coming in April. Just stay tuned to our stay tuned to this channel, and we will give you all the updates. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our email newsletter. You definitely get a lot of information in the email newsletter. So coming very, very, very soon. Jeffrey Yoshihara, any releases coming in the Groovy Guy cut? So I did put in a production PO about a week and a bit ago just to replenish our Groovy Guy inventory. We are adding a new solid black Selvedge Groovy Guy. So we're gonna have an all black.
Finally.
Yeah, I also added the duck canvas to the strong guy.
Right.
So I'm not sure when those are going to be ready, but it's in the pipeline. It is in the pipeline. Okay. David Macy writes, I'm thinking about buying my first raw denim jeans that isn't a stretch denim. I have the 11-ounce stretch from you guys and really like them. I'm thinking about the left-hand twills. Is this a good choice? It's one of the best choices. It's the jeans that I'm wearing. It's the Naked Famous Denim I've probably worn the most in my life. I'm a big fan, and I think you guys should get it.
Yeah. It's a very different experience.
Yeah.
But I think you can enjoy it.
Yeah. Mine need some repairs, but they've been worn to hell and back. Okay. BD, is there a dye or dyeing technique you haven't used or planned for that is a dream for you to do?
I mean, there's a lot we haven't tried.
Mud dye is one that we've always had a problem trying to get done. The problem is always the mills don't like weaving because it just makes the machines like they don't.
And then, it's like a lot of mud dye stuff out there is all like garment dye or at best fabric dye, but I think it's mostly garment dye. And we don't really.
I would like to do a yarn mud dye, but the dirt and all that stuff is just gonna gunk up all the machines, and they are not interested in gunking up their machines. So that one's always been elusive. That's maybe the most elusive one. There's probably some. Yeah, that's probably the most weird one. Other ones would be just general natural dyes, and I think it's sometimes just a matter of maybe production capacity, because maybe the minimum for the dye might be just really high. Sometimes that could be the case. Sometimes nobody's doing it. Anyways, mud is the one. Yeah. All right. Francisco Michael, Bahzad, did you lend your jeans to Crotch Guy? Why is there such a huge hole? Yeah, there's a huge hole in my crotch because I've been wearing these jeans forever, and
I never fixed it.
As there's a lot of not fixing going on in these jeans, as you can tell. I'm just kind of trying to wear them to shreds. Anyways, you don't see anything there. So it's PG-13. This is a PG-13 edition of the Naked and Famous Denim live stream. Cathedral ring. Those things are getting for the wall. I should definitely patch these up. These are my most comfortable jeans I own, and I just want to wear them. But maybe they need
air
it.
Vents.
They have air conditioning. Okay. Nick Spark, which Naked and Famous denim jacket is the model wearing for the MIJ11 photos? Looks impeccable. Nick Spark writes, that is the natural indigo Selvedge. So go and get that jacket, because that jacket fades unbelievably, as you can see. It's rare to get a jacket faded that hard. Like,
it's hard to fade a jacket.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to fade jeans, but it's like jacket. You can't wear that every single day.
Yeah,
you can,
but few people do.
Yeah.
And it takes a very dedicated person to fade out a jacket like that. I've never faded out a jacket to that. I have a lot of denim jackets.
That's the problem. If
Yeah.
you have one
right,
denim
right.
jacket.
If you have one denim jacket or just, but I have a lot. I have so many denim jackets, and I keep getting more denim jackets, and they never get enough wear each that they become very, very, very faded. It's,
Also, like, you don't wear denim jacket inside the house.
Yeah.
You wear jeans inside the house.
Yeah.
But, like, so it's like when you're home, like, you're not fading them.
Yeah. So, dedicated work there.
Yeah.
Okay. Venomous Teddy. Mud dyed would probably have to be MIJ. Yeah, if we did a mud dye, more than likely it would be MIJ. Venomous Teddy. I bought one of your thick belts. I was expecting thick, but I was still taken back by how hefty it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those thick belts are massively thick. They're between 5 and 7 millimeters thick. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, like, you might get one that's even juicier, like an 8 millimeter one. But yeah,
the hardware on that is also very hefty.
Very hefty. I used to wear that belt when I started at Naked and Famous, and I wore it for years. I had a size 30 belt because my waist size was 28. And it just aged so beautifully. Mm-hmm. And then I just grew out of it. And I'm just like,
Is that hanging by
it's in the showroom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's so nice.
Yeah.
I wish I had it here to show you. But I grew out of mine. And like it formed like this nice curve. I wore it so hard. But yeah, I don't wear belts as much anymore.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I should. I feel like I should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wear my belt.
Yeah.
I think I have to.
But. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I have the buffalo belts. I wear those from time to time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I should wear. You know, we should make a veg tan like skinny belt.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what's weird? Like we have the thick belts, and then we have like the buffalo belts, which are quite thin. But we don't have like a normal belt.
Yeah.
Like we never ever made a normal regular. Like it's like do like thick heavy leather that'll last forever. We got it, and then we've got like this nice skinny supple buffalo leather.
That's true.
And then I'm like, we never made a regular belt.
We never really look up belts, and it's like, what can we do?
Yeah. Well, something to think about.
Yeah, definitely.
Invisians, I wonder if there are any Python belts in the warehouse. There's probably a few like old ones, like samples and stuff, but I don't think there's anything for sale. Venomous Teddy, I have a buffalo belt, but I'm getting too skinny for it. Well, that's the better problem than the other way around, because you can always get a belt resized.
Yeah.
You bring that to like any like shoe repair place, and they'll fix that for you, no problem.
Yeah.
John Ailes writes, chocolate milk Selvedge ? Milk yarn version of the double dirty fade Selvedge. Any chance? The chocolate milk will definitely happen one day. Mm-hmm. It's milk, strawberry milk. We got to do chocolate milk. Mm-hmm. It'll happen. Chocolate latte, mochaccino, denim. I don't know, what would that look like? A brown weft with the...
So chocolate milk, like we talked about whether it should be chocolate milk
or coffee cafe au lait,
milk or cafe au lait jeans. But I think chocolate milk is more wholesome.
Yeah.
It goes with that cow flasher.
Yeah, it goes with everything. But, yeah. Junior, have you ever considered making a Naked and Famous plushie?
Plushie?
Like a little doll or something?
Oh.
No. We have never considered it. Except for right now, as you mention it. This is as much
like
consideration that we've gone.
Naked girl?
Yeah.
I
don't know about that one. Or a little jean. There's in Okayama, there's G-Panda. You guys got to see this. I got to show it to you. Hold on a second. I'm going to pull this up. G-Panda. So in the Okayama region of Japan, as I don't know if you guys know, but in Japan, like every prefecture seems to have a character. What's that coming up? That's exactly how to spell it, right?
Oh, is it type in Kojima?
Oh, okay. So that's the wrong Kojima. I'm gonna find it.
G-Panda. Okay,
Yeah.
If I could type Japanese, I can definitely. You know what?
I will find it. So there's a character for like the denim region of Japan, and it's a little pair of jeans that looks like a panda, and it's quite funny. You found it, no problem.
Well, because I'm typing in Japanese.
Anyways, you can show that on the. There you go.
Yeah.
Risa's found it. So that's G-Panda. So you can see like the little pocket stitching for his ears. But yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can. So there is like when you go to Kojima Station.
Yeah.
There's a humongous G-Panda.
Like cardboard cutout thingy.
Yeah. Where you can take a picture with G-Panda.
Yeah. So we haven't made one. I don't know if we ever will, but there's gotta be there are definitely G-Panda plushies out there.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
and they call them G-Panda because in old school Japanese, jeans were called G-Pan, like G-Pants. So jeans pants.
Jean pants, I think.
So G-Pan, so that's like jean pants, G-Panda. So
yeah,
there
there's
you go.
Definitely. I could find little keychain like plushies.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're not very cute.
I find it to be. I like it.
It's very Japanese.
Yeah, it's very Japanese. Ty Brook, hey Bahzad and Risa, wearing the left hand tool, weird guys, went up 2 sizes to get the cozy fit and not worrying about shrinking. Well, there you go. There you go.
Makes life easier, I think.
Especially nowadays. DC, does Risa play darts? Do you play darts? No.
I'm not against it. I have played darts.
Is there a...
Is there a reason?
Okay. This is DC. Daniel. This is Daniel Carmen. I missed you on the North American Trade Show tour, Risa. Does Risa play darts? Because we went to play darts in Chicago.
Yeah. I missed the trade show trips.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, hopefully I'll be back soon.
That's it. Okay. Coca-Cola collab. Brown weft, big red white Selvedge ID. Francisco Michael writes, Coca-Cola. I'm sure. They definitely still license their name, but there used to be Coca-Cola Jeans. And this was in the 80s. I hold on. Let's find it. Browser window. Bam. You can see those. So, always Coca-Cola. So you'd be surprised how many different types of products got licensed over the years, but there were Coca-Cola jeans at one point.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Very American.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen a pair in person. I just know that they existed. But yeah. Would I do a Coca-Cola collab? I don't know. That's
Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff cola scent? Maybe. Jolt jeans are bust, BD writes. That's it. I would do a Jolt cola.
I bet it's easier to do that. Yeah.
Boy, do I love Jolt cola. I just like the idea of Jolt. And it was in Jurassic Park. Yeah. Watch this. You don't remember? This is where.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know it was Jolt.
There was so much Jolt cola on his cans on his desk. I wish I could see a better picture of his. There's a little better view of his messy desk, but you can see here he's got all the Jolt cans. And so I always felt like it was like the computer nerd guy. Drink, and I just loved Jolt ever since.
I don't know why, but like computer nerds with energy drinks, like that's such a like.
Yeah, I don't
cliche.
consume very many energy drinks, but there's just something about the idea that this cola has the most caffeine. I'm just like, sign me up. Flavor-wise, definitely not as good as the Coca-Cola, but I just like it. I like the idea of it. I remember because they've kind of gone. I don't know if they continuously were a brand forever, but I remember in like the early 2000s in Canada, you'd get Jolt in like these giant cans and it had like a twist off top and it looked like a battery. And I would when I worked at the department store. You know, you go in on a Saturday or a Sunday, and it's like a full day. You know, on a weekday, like you would either get like a 9 to 6 shift or like a 1 to 9 shift. But on
9,
the mall closed at 9, so we worked till 9, or 9 or 9. Well, 9 and then clean up everything. You were out the door by like 9:30 usually. But like on a Saturday, you'd be there like 9 to 6 or something like that. But yeah, I just start the morning. I'm like, all right, it's Saturday. It's going to be a busy day. I'm not going to take lunch. I just need to
jolt it up.
I need to have lots of energy and sell lots. So I just have like this giant can of Jolt, and I would just work on it all day, and just try to stay energized and make lots of money. That's it. Jolt Cola. Shout outs to you guys. You helped me make some commission. BD, teen me in small town Ontario would very sparingly find it. It was like finding gold. Yeah, I would find it at, there's a grocery store chain called Rabba, R-A-B-B-A, Rabba's. I don't know, they were in Mississauga, but I definitely would find it there.
Also, it wasn't like every grocery store.
No. Like a Rabba or a Becker's, or like, it would be like a smaller chain of convenience stores that would usually have them. But yeah. All right. I have to plug them, but I've got a Lee Cooper watch, writes W5. I don't know what that's in reference to, but very cool. Very cool. Pedro writes, I used to chug Monsters like water until one day they pretty much dehydrated me. Oh boy, so tasty, but man, don't drink more than one a day, especially the older you get. Haha. Pedro, there was at one point at the Montreal office, we made friends with a guy who was a rep for Monster, and he was just a fan of the brand, customer at Tate and Yoko, and he would come up to the office and the shop were the same building, in the Monster truck, and like drop off like 30, 40 cases of Monster. And he's like, here you go, man. And I'm like, this is very nice of you. I appreciate it. But like, I can't drink all this possibly. So my office, and the guy would come fairly often for a while, just dropping off tons of cases. So my office, I had like just piles and piles of cases of Monster. And I would sparingly drink one. I'm like, oh, it's there, so I guess I'll have one. And they were fine. Like I have nothing against them or anything. There's just one thing when you have like 300 cans of Monster behind you, and you're like, oh, I'll have one. But like our warehouse guys would go through them so fast, like 2-3 cans a day. They're like, can I get some Monster? I'm like, take as much as you want. And they would destroy them. And our recycle bins at work were just full of cans of Monster. I'm like, I'm gonna be responsible for your blood sugar if you keep drinking this. Yeah. I'm like, guys, gotta chill out on this stuff. But shout outs to, I forget the guy's name who brought all the Monster. But if you're watching this, definitely appreciate it. It's a good memory.
Those drink like Red Bull and like Rockstar, and they all like have so much drink to give away, and it's like I don't know if it's
So
I don't know if people do that anymore.
Well,
I mean,
sparingly Red Bull we would get.
Yeah.
We had some staff who were friends with some of the folks at Red Bull, so every now and then they'd drop off like a ton of Red Bull. And then I made a friend with a guy at like Pabst Blue Ribbon, and he sent us like a fridge. So there's a Pabst fridge in the office, along with, and he was sent in Canada. I guess they were distributing Asahi and Pabst, so they would just send beer. And I'm like, cool. Every time we have an event, we got some beer. But yeah, we had a lot of that for a while. I don't know why the drink industry is just so cavalier like, about sending.
But you want to be like a part of your like routine. Like you're like, oh, I like that because you know, I've had it.
Right.
Yeah, I think that just kind of is the point.
Or maybe the fact that we're talking about it now, they got some advertising out of it. So, anyways, it must have worked out for them because they're both doing. I think they're both doing fine.
I would imagine so.
All thanks to being plugged right here on the universe's largest raw denim live stream.
Rockstar went away though. It's not really a thing anymore.
Huh? I don't know.
I feel like Master won that war.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure. Pedro, man, Bahzad got drink stories. Got some drink stories. That's it. That's all the drink stories I got. Jacob Harvey, the singer. I used to get those jolts at Petro Canada when I was like 8. Classic memories. Snowboarding. Well, there you go. Good old skateboarding. Did I say snowboarding? I'm
You're Canadian.
I'm Canadian. He's also, I'm presuming Canadian. Petro Canada. There you go. Yeah. I can't read. Illiteracy, guys. It's a real thing. Shane, I never tried any energy drink before in my life, and I don't plan to, but I like to have 2 to 4 Cokes and or root beers a month. Right.
Like okay.
Yeah, I drink energy drinks sparingly. Mind you, I did have a Red Bull yesterday. You know, I think I've mentioned before, I don't get a lot of sleep. And if I can't get like a small afternoon nap in, then I really start to feel it. And we work pretty late into the night. Usually our day ends lately around 1 or 2 a.m. And I'm up usually by 6. So if I can't get like a 30-minute nap in the middle of the day, making it to like 2 a.m. the next day can be difficult. And like I drink a lot of coffee and stuff, but just earlier this week I had an energy drink, and I felt like it helped. So, anyways, I had a Red Bull yesterday also, and
did it help?
Mind you, I had, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 cups of coffee yesterday and a Red Bull, and yeah, I feel like it helped.
Great.
I feel like it helped. Just a lot of caffeine, guys.
Yeah, but
caffeine dreams.
Drink,
I can't drink it. It's a lot of sugar in there.
It's also a lot of sugar. So you feel like, maybe, a rush for a while, but then you get really tired after.
Yeah. It will definitely not be a regular thing for me. But I try to, even cola-wise, like I consume the 0-calorie colas. Because I can't have too much sugar intake. I got to be careful. LOL, sleep by 1-2, up by 6. Denim life balance. Kenny Ingram, that's how the jeans get made, my friend. That's how the jeans get made. What do you call those repairs where it's a bunch of dots? Mike Knight writes, repairs where it's a bunch of dots. Oh, maybe Sashiko? Like a Sashiko repair? Yeah, look up Sashiko Repair, or I can look it up for you guys. We're going to look it up together. So you can see, they got some stuff here. Let's do it. Browser window. So yeah, you can see some Sashiko style repairing here. Yeah, you can. There are several books. And I'm sure there's a bunch of YouTube videos,
Instagram accounts,
on how to do this type of stuff. Some of it is, I would say maybe, I don't know what's going on with these jeans. This looks like it might have actually just been woven with a jacquard pattern like that. But some of it is decorative. mostly decorative. Some of it is, necessary. Like this is I would say that this is quite a nice repair here, where it's kind of a mix of a bunch of different things going on. But yeah, repairing your jeans can be a lot of fun. I would recommend it, and I should probably have my own jeans repaired because they're starting to have a lot of holes. Not starting to, they have a lot of holes.
Thank you.
It didn't just happen. It didn't just happen overnight. Eric in Mini writes, "Damn, dude, you guys sound stretched." Yes, I'm gonna go with yes. Cathedral Rain. Speaking of collabs, not enough love for the Blue Owl collab. Thought those were cool. Anyone pick up a pair? The Sidewinder Selvedge. There's also there's the Sidewinder Selvedge. There's also I don't know if it's still in the works. My brain, you know what? I better not let a cat out of the bag that I'm not sure if it's out of the bag or not yet. But there's more stuff in the works. There's more stuff in the works. I can spill the beans on our own stuff, but if it's a retailer collab, right. I'll let them do the announcements. But so there you have it. Okay. The Raven. God, I remembered back in my freshman year of high school, my after-school diet consisted of a family pack of Doritos and 12 cans of cherry Coke. 12 cans of cherry Coke? That's a lot of cherry Coke. I loved cherry Coke. For a long time, my high school lunch was often like a bag of popcorn and like a bottle of Coke usually. And then I went into the vanilla Coke Mars bar. That was a lot of sugar. Yeah,
you didn't want something like savory?
I don't know. I just
all sugar.
It was all candy, all junk food, all sugar. That's really all I ate that a lot. Yeah, I Cinnabon breakfasts every now and then. I worked in the mall, so I'm like, oh, there's breakfast, Cinnabon.
I remember the first time I realized how much calorie was in a muffin.
Right.
I'm like, it's a muffin. It's not a donut.
Yeah. I think they marketed muffins as like a healthy alternative.
But it's also like donuts are fried. Why does a muffin who's a
baked good?
Yeah, have that much calorie? I don't understand. I still don't understand.
Jacob Harvey writes, my dad will crush a case of Pepsi in a day and run to the store in the evening for another. Really?
Yeesh.
That's a lot of Pepsi.
Pepsi.
I have like a couple of like bottles of Coca-Cola in the fridge, like the bottle bottles and glass bottle ones, and I'm like, these are my special occasion Cokes. I'm like, I have like 4 bottles in there. I'm like, when it's
nicer.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna have a bottle of Coke.
100%. You gotta enjoy. You gotta enjoy what you enjoy.
Yeah,
I guess
that's it. Kenny Ingram, working in a mall can be dangerous. The only solution is don't leave your store. Yeah, unless you work at Manchu Walk, like I used to work at, and then you could eat fried chicken balls all day. Not actually true. It was kind of hard for us to sneak. Our manager was rough. He wouldn't let us. You want to hear a crazy story? This is very, very non-denim related. But in high school, at one point, I was working at. I was a stock guy at an electronics store, and then on my days off, I worked at mall Chinese restaurant. I was a prep cook. I was chopping vegetables and prepping meat and things like that. And they would shift me in, so I'd work after school, and I would work a 4.5-hour shift. So they would always schedule me for 4.5 hours. But in the guidebook of like the employee handbook, it was like, if an employee is shifted for 5 hours, they're like entitled to a meal for their 30-minute break at no charge. Like,
really?
Yeah. So but I didn't get a 5-hour shift.
Right.
I got a 4.5-hour shift, which was equivalent to working a 5-hour shift. And just so they would not, they wouldn't have to give us a meal. And I mean, they may not have given us a meal, but we certainly felt entitled to some. And then there was like an A&W next door to us, so we would just trade food all the time.
Right, because you get tired of your food.
But and like because there's like a back hallway, like all the back corridors of the mall, like you knew all the mall employees. So anyways, we're just
meet at the.
No, we would have like cups. Like the fountain cups, and we'd put like noodles and whatever in there, and put the clean and just slide it over the next door, and they'd slide us some hamburgers.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a good time. Shane Corwin, I survived on personal pan pizzas from Pizza Hut or Auntie Anne's pretzels bites when I worked in a mall. It sounds like a mall diet.
But it's just kind of like, to me, working at a mall sounds like a better thing than working at a freestanding restaurant, because you can like trade or you can like have other options. I worked in a restaurant that was just, not a restaurant, but like a semi-fast food that are just, on its own. So that I would have to like, either like change my outfit and then go out and get something else as a, like pay full price, or I would just have to, I still had to pay, but get a better deal at like my place, and I just get so tired of it sometimes.
Yeah, I ate a lot of mall Chinese food, a lot of mall burgers, a lot of mall food for years.
Yeah, options though.
Yeah, I did have options. That's fair. There were a lot of options in those malls I worked in. Mike Knight, my girlfriend was finally able to cut down on all the Diet Coke she was drinking. She had withdrawals and stuff. Maybe it's going to sound off. I don't know. I've just known so many women, Diet Coke, I'm not going to call them addictions, but the amount of Diet Coke they would, like in the morning would start. Instead of coffee, Diet Coke.
Okay, so here's a real question.
Yeah.
Is Diet Coke bad?
I don't know. But I just felt that diet drinks were always marketed towards women.
Well,
and then Zero, like Coke Zero exists. And I find the amount of guys my age who are like, yeah, Coke Zero. I'm like, I do enjoy a Coke Zero.
Oh, 100%, because I think that Diet Coke, started a long time ago where people weren't like so, snobby about taste, and it's like back then it was like like all the women have to watch their weight and all of that, so it was marketed towards them. So like for women to like be like, oh, this is my drink, it's just like such a like a my mom drink Diet Coke.
Right.
Is you kind of like go with that. Not my mom personally, but
a mom.
Yeah, like it's just such a thing. And then they realize that like men who watch their weights, like their market is growing.
Yeah.
But they hate Diet Coke because it tastes different.
Yeah.
And they think it's a woman's drink.
Yeah.
And then, so they just created that whole.
Here's a man's version of a diet drink and a black label. Yeah, Diet Coke doesn't exist in Japan.
Right.
Yeah, there is no Diet Coke. There are no diet sodas. There are 0-calorie sodas.
Right. Those are diet.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's Diet Sprite, Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet, like, there's all these diet versions in the West.
It's not such a big thing, but I remember like the first time I was introduced to the diet version was Pocari Sweat used to have a drink called Stevia. So it's
Stevia.
Yeah. It's just the name of the drink also. But like that was that was the first time we ever got like a diet version of like already existing drink, and they were rumored to make you not be able to have children.
Speaking of that, somebody writes, Pedro writes, at a family cookout, I had something like 12 cans of Mountain Dew. I was in my teens, running around like a madman. I prefer the tiny cans of Pepsi now, and only have 1 or 2 a week. Yeah, Mountain Dew. That was the rumor that it...
oh, really?
Yeah, when I was in high school, that was the rumor. Oh, guys, this is gonna ruin your man stuff.
But I also find it funny that like the Pocari Sweat was the one that people were worried about with calories.
I see.
Not Coke.
Not Coke. Rodrigo writes, what is the most consumed soda in Japan?
Probably Coke.
Probably Coke. Yeah, Pepsi exists here, but...
Or Fanta. Pepsi definitely is not it.
Yeah.
Coke, Fanta has a very big... Sprite has a relatively...
Coke has got to be number one, though.
Yeah,
it's,
I do have to
they're... Because they also have their own branded, like, vending machines, and vending machines are a big thing here, and there's just a lot of vending machines in general, but I think the fact that there are a lot of Coke-branded vending machines probably...
Yeah, but probably the consumption of Coke per capita in this country is a fraction of what it is in the States.
Yeah, it's not like someone's going to crush... You know what? You can't even... Getting a case of Coke here isn't really a thing you get at the... You know, in Canada, you get like a 12-pack or a 24-pack. They don't have those here. You can get a 30-pack at Costco, but you cannot get a 12-pack of Coke.
I don't think I know any person who drinks Coke like on the regular. Like, oh, I always order Coke. Like, you're the only person I know in this country that does it. Like, you don't even do that so much anymore. Yeah. But it's like when you sit down, like you at a restaurant, like I'll have a Coke kind of person. Like, I don't really know that person.
Right. Yeah.
It's very rare, I think.
The soda wars in Japan, I wonder how it all breaks down. But
yeah, it's not as competitive as North American soda war.
Not at all. Okay, BD is right. How do we get a like and a sub time already? Well, everybody, now is the time.
Yes.
Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already.
And then maybe we'll start talking about jeans.
Yeah, we did talk about fits earlier, so we'll get back into that. But I mean, we're going with the chat here. The chat here wants to talk about mall food and soda.
And sodas.
Shane, Blue Owl also carried another collab with you guys of a midnight edition left-hand twill. This is true. So they do have the Sidewinder Selvedge and the reissue of the midnight edition left-hand twill. So that's the left-hand twill Selvedge with a black weft interior. That's come out a few times in our history, but it is definitely a fan favorite out there, especially with the Blue Owl crowd. Okay. LF writes, if whoever owns the rights to Animorphs approached you for a collab, would you be down for it? Risa does not know what Animorphs is. Animorphs was a series of like young teen books, and the covers were crazy.
Let's see it.
Let's pull it up. The Animorphs. This is fun. I'm gonna get Risa's reaction. We're gonna get it live here. We're gonna because the covers were crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. The covers were insane.
I was not expecting this.
I've never read an Animorphs book, and I have...
Wait. So, like, it's a book. It's like a novel.
It's a little story, maybe 80 or 100 pages long. It's not a very big book.
And then, so, like, this, like, for instance, like, the bear one is about a girl who turns into a bear?
I am going to presume yes. Even though these were all over my library and, like, you know, the kids in my school had them, I was never, ever interested in this. I thought this looked so dumb. I hated the artwork. And it is fun to look back on the artwork, but no, I would not do a collab here.
What is even that animal?
Yeah. So the Animorphs were a thing, and
that is so funny. It must have been huge, though, if everybody knows about this.
I think certain people of a certain age group remember these. Some of these might be meme covers at this point, but. That's definitely what the books looked like.
That is so funny.
Yeah. The Animorphs.
Wonderful.
Okay. There you have it. Kenny Ingram, sorry to be off topic, but any chance of bringing back the Barney's silk blend denim fabric? You know what?
Silk blend.
I know there's a couple of rolls of it in the warehouse. It's like the gray silk blend denim stretch.
Is it the one that we brought back once already?
No, we never brought it back. I have a couple of rolls of it. It's possible. Eventually I got to use that fabric for something. But yeah, I could see that happening. You know what we should do? What we should do is take a look at another lookbook. Let me pull one up for us so that we can enjoy, because last week we got to look at Spring Summer 2010. 2010. So let's pull up a lookbook here and find some. I got Spring Summer 2010, Fall Winter 10. Okay, price list. Let's look up lookbook. Low res. All right, that's perfect. That's what you want. Make sure. Oh, okay. I gotta do one thing to get this set up here, and then we're gonna take a look at memory lane here, Naked and Famous Denim style. Let's make sure there's nothing in here that's gonna be compromising. Oh wow. Okay, there's some good stuff in this. Okay, let's do it. I got to do something. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, no problem. Can I make this full screen? No, I can't make it full screen because I want to do this. Okay, browser window. There we have it, guys. So here we have Naked and Famous Denim Fall Winter 2010. Yeah, this is a long time ago. Just try to scale the screen nicely. Page down, just our models for the day. As you can see, we still had the skinny guy. This fit was our dominant skinny fit jean. Black power stretch. This fabric is still in the collection. You guys are gonna recognize this one. I don't remember how we formatted the books, if we kept the core items at the front and then we got to the new items, or if we just mixed them up. Cashmere stretch. This is still in the collection. We still make this jean. This seen an on and off for a while.
Is this the same fabric?
Yeah, this is the same cashmere.
The fabric number is different. The style number is different. This
is skinny guy.
No, but the...
Oh. I'm pretty sure it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same.
No, it's not the same because we now have
is it 10%?
Yeah,
oh,
I think
okay.
10%
Maybe
cashmere and 2% stretch.
Okay.
Anyways,
okay.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
similar.
Yeah. Sateen gray stretch.
Sateen gray.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I do not remember this.
Look at that stack.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the problem was in 2010, stacking your jeans was still popular.
Yes.
And
I'm not saying it in a negative way.
No. It looks bad. It looks
funny.
terrible.
It's of the time, too, though.
It is very of the time. But people used to stack their jeans. It's skinny, raw jeans, you wore them stacked. That was the way to do it. And
that's how you get those fades.
That's how you get the fades. I don't like it. It looks bad. Broken Twill Selvedge. This was a core model back in those days. I have some fabric, I think I mentioned in the last live stream. I'm going to do a dead stock Broken Twill Selvedge release because I found a couple of rolls in the warehouse. So we're going to re-release these guys. The Raven. Personally, I hate stacking, but I'm on the younger side. I would say that when it was cool, I don't think that lasted very long.
And it was also a specific... Like,
yeah,
it's not everybody was loving it,
and I have to say that it was over time. A lot of this would just kind of settle around your ankle, so they called them like the hamburger stacks, and it could result in a kind of a nice fade pattern. But when your jeans were new and fresh and raw like this, it just kind of did not look good. Mike Knight, how have you guys stayed in business? by staying relevant, I guess.
By offering great value.
Yeah, offering great value. That's it. Natural Indigo Selvedge. You guys know this one. This is still in the collection today. This was that. See, this is maybe a better looking version of that stack, right? It looks a little bit more clean than this. But yeah, gotta get those stacking fades. This is, I wonder, here's what I wonder. It doesn't say core here. This might be the first season of the Natural Indigo Selvedge. I bet you that's what it is. This is definitely it. Fall winter 2010, the first appearance of Natural Indigo. Deep Indigo Selvedge. No, I feel like this was a original fabric, so maybe I'm wrong about this being the first appearance. See, we weren't as organized back then, and it's hard to remember. I'm sure if I write everything down, I can figure it out and document what happened when. But Deep Indigo Selvedge was an original fabric. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Raised Selvedge. This was fun. This was a brushed front, brushed back denim.
Okay.
So it was basically fleeced on the inside and the outside, unbelievably soft. And yeah, I remember 14 ounces. What's it called? I remember Neiman Marcus sold these really, really, really well. They really liked this jean a lot.
Why is it raised?
Because when you fleece something, it raises the fabric up. It raises the material up. So it really felt super, super soft. This was a very, very fun jean at that time. I really wonder if a denim like this today, I like on the cashmere denim, for example, this is brushed on the inside, right?
And we did like in maybe 2016, 17, like we did, or 15 maybe even, I don't know, 16. We did like a brushed outside jeans.
Did we?
Yes.
Okay.
That was like one of my first seasons with Naked and Famous.
I don't remember.
So it was brushed outside, and then so like it kind of looked like a like a fluffy, but it wasn't brushed inside. I don't think.
Interesting.
It was very cozy looking jean.
But this jean was exceptionally cozy, and I remember one of Brandon's friends wore them to destruction, and I thought it was really neat that like this fluffy, comfy, cozy fabric can be worn so hard. I wonder, I don't know, we've lost a lot of faded jeans over the years. Some of them have just kind of disappeared. I remember it was on the wall of fade at one point though. But Raised Selvedge, that was a very, very fun jean. Anyways, in the chat, let me know if you remember any of these guys, if you guys have been around with the brand that long. Rice W5, I let mine stack, but not as something as an ambition. It's just about not getting them hemmed and not severe amount of stacking. Right. I mean, look, there's some. This looks perfectly okay. Maybe a little long. I would maybe throw a cuff on there. But yeah, some people, they don't get their jeans hemmed, but sometimes you need to. Like, I think especially in these days, our inseams for skinny guy was 36. They were very, very long. Like, nobody fit them out of, like, they were designed for stacking. So I would have recommended hemming on that, especially if you have like a 31 inch inseam. It would be way too much nowadays. Okay. Elephant Selvedge. This is the first elephant. 9191. So this was the 19 ounce. That's right. The Elephant 2 was 929. So the middle code is the fabric, like our fabric reference number. Just so people know, like the first two numbers will indicate if it's men's or women's. And then the 3 digits in the middle on these old style numbers, that was our internal fabric code. And then the last number would indicate the fit. So skinny guy was 1, weird guy 3, 2 was Slim Guy. 6 is Easy Guy. Regular Guy, I think, was 5. So yeah, there you have it. Elephant 1, 19 ounce. We never reissued the Elephant 1. We've never reissued the Elephant 1. And here's a fun fact. Elephant 1, as you can see here, let's try to zoom in on this. Contrast stitching. The sample was contrast, but the production, mistakenly, was tonal.
No,
it was a mistake. They were not supposed to be tonal. They were supposed to be contrast. Anyways, you get what you get. You got to ship what you got. Didn't make the jeans wrong. Didn't make the jeans bad. It's just, wasn't as planned. And then for a while, like Elephant 2, I'm pretty sure, yes, the original Elephant 2 was also tonal. Because as soon as we released the Elephant 1 and it's tonal, like, okay, let's just make it tonal. Like, it's going to be a tonal denim.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't, I think, until Elephant
funny.
5, I think, that we made them contrast.
I always found that funny.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's such a, like...
hardcore jean. And,
and
just
people
felt...
prefer contrast stitching in general. Like, you can have a tonal stitching every now and then, but it's just, like, the fact that it was always tonal I always thought it was weird.
Yeah. Okay, Weird Guy, Indigo Selvedge. This jean is still in the collection. This photo is terrible. It's just, can't see anything. It's so dark. Anyways, we've evolved since then. And our models wear shirts now. Gray Selvedge. Still have a few of these around, but definitely this one is a model that we're gonna run until we're out of fabric. Black Selvedge, I talked about this one last week. This is the black version of this jean right here, the Indigo Selvedge. It's the same fabric construction, except a black warp and a white weft, and the Indigo Selvedge, Indigo warp with a white weft. We haven't made this one in a long time, but that for a long time was a pretty good popular seller. Which number was the same as the Elephant X? Elephant X was, I think, the Elephant 2 fabric. So as we get to the Elephant Denim, I'll explain that one. But the Elephant X was the Elephant 2 fabric, which was a 21-ounce version of the Elephant 1. So Elephant 1 was 19, and then we bumped it up to, was it 21 or 22 ounce? 21, I believe it's 21 ounce.
21 maybe.
And then for the Elephant X, we did that gray and black twisted yarn interior. So Black Selvedge, Deep Indigo Selvedge. So we call this today, if you go on the website, it's the Deep Indigo Rigid Selvedge, but it's still the same style number. This one is another one that we're kind of slowly phasing out. There's just a certain amount of crossover that we have, and this one was, especially in this time, was a very, very popular model. Things like Left Hand Twill and Natural Indigo Selvedge have just surpassed it in terms of sales, that it's just kind of a little redundant to have it, and to have it just kind of fills up production time that I could rather be using on other things. Hank Law, why is the gray Selvedge being discontinued? It's just a matter of sales, right? It was a very, very popular model, and like as I was talking about here with the Deep Indigo Rigid, having these styles in the collection, it takes up space in the warehouse. It takes up production time. You have to like constantly replenish things, and all of these little things just kind of take away time from another style that certainly sells better, and it's just a matter of managing things. So at some point there's a redundancy. They're just not performing as they used to. And, they just had their time, right?
Yeah. And with our resources now, we have more fits.
Yeah.
So more styles that just, we need to
prioritize.
Cut, somewhere.
And, right, because our production capacity really hasn't increased at all in the last few years. So as our business continues to grow, we have to make sure that we're prioritizing all the things that people are really gravitating towards. So I wish we could make more jeans in a week, but it's tough. It's tough. That's another aspect of the business, tough part of the business to manage. Production. Having a brand is so much of it is the logistics of making sure everything comes together in order for you to, get your product to market. Mm-hmm. It's not just, I designed some really nice jeans. It's, okay, well, even if you were able to, get the fabric made, well, getting that fabric, to your warehouse, to your factory, made on time, getting all the trims and hardware and all that stuff. It's that's the busy part. That's the hard part. But yeah, so if we can spend less time doing things that don't make us as profitable as we can, then there's some kind of answer in that. I'm rambling on a little bit.
No, but in general, we just want to have like our core collection. It's supposed to be in stock all the time, and we want to keep doing that. And in order for us to do that, we sometimes have to cut down on the numbers of core items so that we can always have it in stock.
Yeah. LF, that's a good question. Do you find that women's jeans are more of a covering all bases thing, or do they represent a growing area of the business? Our women's business is always like 10 or 15% of our overall business. Mm-hmm. It's raw denim for women is, a niche of a niche. Mm-hmm. But I like that we do it. I think we make some really, really great product there. And I don't know if it's a covering all bases thing. I mean, what we had it, and then we didn't have it, and then we had it again. And when we didn't have it, we just had a lot of people asking us for it. Mm-hmm. So we make it, and I think we have a small but loyal fan base there, and we have got a couple of like retail partners they do a pretty good job with the women's business. So
the problem with that is that expectation of women's raw denim is different from from retailer to retailer, and I think at this point in our brand growth, I think we need to focus on what we do that other brands are not doing. We can't be one of those department store women's denim brand because we just don't have the capacity to do it, but also what's the point? Yeah. Whereas we do make really nice fabrics, and even though it's a small portion of the market, we want to have that fabric available in fits that are designed for women. Just so I know that enough women in raw denim field are used to wearing men's fits, and they're not against to wearing men's fits, but there's something different about fits that are made for women, and we just kind of want to have that going, even though it's not making us a lot of money or anything like that.
But covering all bases. I mean, I guess there's part of it. We just want to have products for everybody. So, right. But, that's also why sometimes we have niche fits. We've had Strong Guy for years, and I would say that it's only within the last couple of months that we're really starting to see mainstream traction on that. Mm-hmm. But we made it. Yeah. It's not. We liked it. We saw value in it, so we produced it.
But that wasn't necessarily we think it's gonna be mainstream. If that's happening, that just happened to happen. Yeah. And we don't think raw denim is gonna be mainstream thing for women. It's just it's not gonna work that way. But it's just it's something for as long as this woman working for a brand that I feel we should try and
right. And I would like more raw denim options to be mainstream for women. I think it's nice that everybody has. This is just my utopian world. I think everyone should have raw denim. This is the world I want to live in.
Yeah. No, it's that would be great if we are women's business grew a lot more, then we can actually have more fits, because women's, rather than fits, it just really comes down to if you have the body type for it. And we try to make it the most common body type kind of, fits, but it's very difficult. So it's just one of those things where, like, if we had more customers, then we actually can make more fits that fit more people, but
and then have more fabrics and everything too. It's a balancing act.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a question in the comments. Why can't I see it? Okay, IRL is dead. Writes, any update on timing for Sakura Sky Jeans? April 7th, this coming Friday. April 7th. So
so that's the Sakura. We were talking about April 7th earlier.
No, April 14th. I wanted to aim for the April 14th for the True Guy release. So, anyways, I will confirm that soon. But April 7th, Sakura Sky is coming out. Okay, let's head back to the line sheet. Let's take a look at some more jeans. Okay. So Deep Indigo Rigid. So we'll pour one out for these guys as these are slowly being discontinued. White Lightning, a.k.a. Aqua. Here's a true OG comment. R.I.P. to the gray Selvedge with the red patch. It's a classic. That is true. If you're a real OG, you know that the original gray Selvedge came with a red patch.
I went to relatively recently, though.
Yeah. The last couple of, like 2 or 3 years, it changed to a gray patch. But yeah, it used to be red. Raised Selvedge again in the weird guy. Also at this, that's a good stack. Look at these boots. These boots are some like Brandon's dad. Just he sells and makes workwear. It's just something he found in our warehouse. I remember every now and then like we would get, because these photos would be on the website and people are like, what are these boots? What are these boots? I'm like, I have no idea. They're just literally some random boots we found in the warehouse. But yeah, you can see here that this elephant denim does not have contrast stitching, right? This one does. The super guy or the skinny guy. So I guess we might have had a mix, but I do remember that we wanted these to be contrast. Also, during this time, not every fabric was available in every fit. So sometimes if you wanted a particular fabric, like Frankenstein denim, here's the original Frankenstein, left-hand twill, right-hand twill, alternating twill denim, upside down leather patch. That was always a trope of the Frankenstein denim, that we would put the patch on upside down. Some people, like, we would tell people this, and then you
put it upside down.
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
That's the whole point. But we've actually never reissued the Indigo Frankenstein denim.
We did Indigo by beige.
Yeah?
Yes.
What was Frankenstein 2 was brown. Frankenstein 3, I don't was it black?
Maybe.
I think it was black. And then there was the Toxic Avenger, which is the left-hand twill, right-hand twill, broken twill.
Wasn't there a Frankenstein that's Indigo by beige?
Let's look it up. Frankenstein Denim Naked and Famous. Let's see if we can find the Frankenstein 3. Frankenstein Denim somewhere. These were the Frankenstein 3s. Oh, that's the Frankenstein 4. Maybe this was it. I don't yeah, Frankenstein 4. Pinterest. Okay, yeah, this is the Frankenstein 3 was beige. What was the Frankenstein 2? I don't remember.
No, you said brown.
Yeah, but that turned out to be the Frankenstein. Oh, here it is, Frankenstein 2 from our lookbook. Here's somebody posted a photo of it. Frankenstein 2. So that was 2. Yeah. So 3
is black.
Must have. No, 4 was these ones, which I think were black.
Is it?
I can't tell from my screen.
I remember this. I feel like this was Indigo by beige or something.
Yeah. I don't remember offhand.
We do not remember.
There's a lot of jeans, guys.
Yeah.
A lot of jeans. Oh, that Frankenstein denim looks awesome. The Raven. Yeah. Did I mention it last week that the Frankenstein denim is coming back for spring summer 24 as in a crew Frankenstein. So we are raising Frankenstein back from the dead, so to speak. Zombie Frankenstein. So we're going to have a new edition of the Frankenstein denim back. But this is the original OG Frankenstein from the Fall-Winter 2010
All right,
collection.
I found the Frankenstein for a blog.
Okay.
This was 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Frankenstein 4 is a 13-ounce Japanese denim made with an uneven slubby surface texture, alternating 12-weave construction. I think it was indigo by, yes, it's indigo by beige cotton interior weft.
All right.
Yeah, so that was...
So we had an indigo by beige version.
Yeah.
Okay, so indigo, then we had beige, then I'm presuming Frankenstein 3 was black.
There's a lot less content on
Yeah.
Frankenstein 3 because
It's probably pre-blog era.
look. This
Yeah.
seems black.
Seems black.
Just found some...
Yeah, some Reddit post.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black.
Okay,
Black.
so there we go. That's the history of the Frankenstein denim there. Slim Guy, R.I.P. Slim Guy. It was a great fit, but it wasn't a fit for its time. See how it goes over those boots so nicely? And these ones really just hug the cuff right here. And the Weird Guy leg opening was probably a little bit smaller back then also. Definitely lower in the rise. But yeah, Slim Guy. Good memories. Black Selvedge, raised Selvedge. Look at that stack. That's some stacking right there. Elephant Slim Guy. That's an OG. Slim Guy Cashmere.
Yeah.
These are the snow pant denim.
Oh,
yeah,
it was
so
only on Slim Guy.
Only in Slim Guy.
Okay.
So some people may not remember this. This was like a tech denim. Hey, Snowy, take a seat. And it had like a waterproof, windproof exterior. Yeah, let's read it. Bonded fleece interior, wind and water resistant, excellent moisture release. So it had like a fleecy inside that kept you warm, and it was bonded to the denim. So it was like it was a tech fabric, and
it's got the side zip.
Yeah, side zip so that you can put your ski boots on. So the whole point of this was like you could wear them skiing or snowboarding. Also, a very, very popular model at Neiman Marcus. They sold the crap out of these for some reason. And we never made these again. This was the only time we ever did the snow pant denim. The difficulty with these was that it had side zips and Velcro. And if you had to hem these, and back in the day we were doing 36-inch inseams. If you had to hem these, there was no chance you were getting these hemmed. So it was definitely a problem unless you were some very, very tall man or woman.
But then because it's zip, you can just open it up and wear it like a...
I don't know about that.
very long flare that covers your feet.
Yeah. Kenny Ingram writes, Snowy thought you were calling him when you said snow pant. Oh, that's it. There you go. I was calling you, son. I was calling you. All right, shirts. Slim shirt. This is the pre-era. There was slim shirt, then there was regular shirt,
and then
easy shirt. Regular shirt was not a great name.
It was not
a great. This is just a regular shirt. That's exciting.
No, but that was the whole point. It's it's regular.
Yeah, like an average fit. Because these were slim. These were slim. They were back darted in the back. Very, very trim fit. And
it only existed in next to slim shirt too.
Yeah.
So that made sense.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone out there has a faded pair of snow pant denim. It's a good question. I've never seen one. I mean, it would take a long time to have faded that jean, right? And I don't know if that's a daily driver jean. Yeah. Pinpoint denim. 10-ounce denim shirt. I remember this thing was so rigid it could stand on its own. A 10-ounce denim shirt, crispy and rigid.
Why is it called pinpoint?
I don't know. But I remember this being rough. This was also rough. There was a point where I don't know what it was, but like the 2010 era like workwear like revival, everyone wanted rigid and raw everything. Here's another 10-ounce like rigid denim fitted shirt. This whole outfit, if he was wearing like deep indigo rigid here, would just have been so uncomfortable. But yeah, there's some heavy duty shirts here. Here's some comfortable stuff. I remember this one being brushed. Flannel black and white check. The blue version of that. I think there's a colorful version of that coming up soon. Flannel big check. We still do a lot of these kind of ombre style flannel shirts. Brandon used to wear this shirt a lot. I remember that back in those days. Oxford cotton, red and gray. Yeah, a lot of fun there. We got the core Oxford. I had this shirt. I wore that one a lot. Blue, gray, cashmere blend T-shirt. Yeah, that was very short-lived. I don't think these actually even made it to production. I'm pretty sure that they did not. But yeah.
Slim T.
Yeah,
also.
Slim T.
I've never heard that.
Slim T.
Before.
With a pocket. Yeah, these definite with a front nerd pocket. Those never made it to production.
Interesting.
Slim T. Even here, like our white cashmere blend. Yeah. The pocket placement's also a little high. Or our model's just jacked. He is pretty jacked, I remember. Those never made it. These still around.
Yes.
These are still around.
But we updated the fit.
The fits have been updated. Slim Crew, double vintage. Charcoal vintage, double face. Yep. 3 colors, charcoal, gray, and then there's an oatmeal. These cardigans. Oh, the model photo is not great. These cardigans. Cardigans were very popular then.
It was also very Brandon thing.
Brandon loves a good cardigan, by the way. He still does.
Yeah.
But cardigans were very popular. And I don't think we sold these very well. We had them. There was pink. There was a gray one. Yeah. And
I remember there was a lot of cardigan, like in double extra small when I
yeah, we made them in like women's fits too, and these are not our best items that we've ever made, that's for sure. Black cashmere blend hoodie. I don't even think this came out. This probably never came out.
All the stuff with cashmere didn't make it, huh?
No, and look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sample did not come out good on that one. It took a while for us to get the hoodies and stuff right with Naked and Famous. It took a little bit. We had them, and then there was a while where we didn't have them. Right? I remember this one with the multicolor loop on the inside.
Those are cute.
These were popular. Yeah.
I feel like the rib wasn't stretchy enough or something.
No, that wasn't this one. Oh. These ones were fine. But yeah, there was another one that we sampled it, and then the rib on the collar.
No, there were productions of it.
Were they?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one. But yeah, these multicolor N&F French Terries. I remember these. These were semi-popular back then. Skinny tie. Selvedge. We put a little Selvedge on there. What a waste. We used these Selvedge fabrics, and like that was the only indicator of Selvedge on here.
Well, it's not a waste. It's still a nice fabric.
Yeah, I guess, but we could have used a regular fabric, and I don't think it would have made much of a difference. But I remember having this one, the chambray one. I wore that one for a while. Thick belts, as you guys know, we talked about that a little earlier in the stream. Three colors. Every season, we tried to do like just a different kind of product. We always wanted to have just one thing that was out there. So we did these vintage. We did these denim duffel bags. There was a bag manufacturer nearby us that made these. They also made the denim cooler. At one point, we had a Selvedge denim cooler. Like you could fit a 6-pack in there. Yeah, we probably didn't make too many of these. And this one was quilted. They actually quilted the fabric on that for us. Quilted plus filled
It's
nylon.
kind of nice looking.
Yeah, this one was very nice, very rugged. But yeah, we only made them that one season, and if probably not very many at all. So if you got it, you got it.
But like, it's kind of like we still try to do some like random things, like milk glass.
Nowadays we do the random things, but I think they're better except like with the knives and the milk glasses and things like that.
We kind of stick to it too, like we just put force behind it. Whereas like maybe these are like we'll have it in the.
We were still learning so much back then. We were not.
Yeah, I mean, this is 13 years ago.
Yeah, this is 13 years ago. And then, the hanging knitting machines that did the knitwear fabric, and then the shuttle looms. Look at that. These are, I don't know what the heck that is, but anyways, this is Brandon's probably little, pocket camera at the time. And yeah, there you have it. We're still there. 9124 Saint Laurent.
All right.
So that's it, everybody. It's a walk through memory lane there with the fall winter 2010 men's collection. Is there a women's collection from that time? I don't know. I don't know where. I'm gonna find it. Okay. Spencer's mustache. I'd use the duffel bag every day. Yeah, the Raven. I would totally buy one of those duffel bags. Yeah, if I wouldn't mind doing bags again, but I think we would have to up the quality from what we did back then. I don't like.
Although I mean, the quality doesn't seem like it was an issue. Maybe it was.
I think the overall finishing of it was okay. I remember those bags and just they were fine, but. Like, if you compared it to like a Filson bag or something like that, I mean, it I don't know what a Filson bag costs, but I would, if we were going to put out like a bag that you're going to spend, a couple $100 on, I would expect it to be of a bag manufacturer, like a serious bag manufacturer's quality.
Sure.
So, BD, bring me back a cardigan. This librarian needs it. Dude,
it's such a librarian outfit.
I wore a lot of cardigans. I wore I mean, I definitely had like the late 2000s, early 2010s. I was still like, like that hipstery kind of vibe, skinny jeans.
Yeah.
I remember there was like some scoop neck T-shirt I used to wear a lot.
Scoop neck.
Yeah. Very, very low scoop neck T-shirt, and I would wear it with a very, very light cardigan, and that was a look for a while.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thick glasses. I still have thick. I only buy thick glasses still. All of my glasses are enormous and ridiculous, and I still enjoy enormous, ridiculous glasses.
I feel like you use glasses as like a statement piece all the time, like. You wouldn't wear it otherwise.
Yeah.
If it's not making a statement, what's the point of wearing it, I think, for you?
Yeah, we were looking at glasses the other day, and I'm like, yeah, they all need to be something. Let me go get some of my glasses. Let's take a look. Let's look at Bahzad's glasses, small glasses collection.
Yeah, you really don't wear them. Not even like sunglasses.
No, not enough.
No, not enough. How did you guys meet? Oh, that's a good question. So we met, I think the first time ever we met was in Montreal. I was visiting. I was working for jeans brand in Japan called Big John. And my predecessor was already friends with Naked and Famous guys because they were trying to, expand to the Western market, and they were showing at same trade shows, and they already had like a relationship between Big John and Naked and Famous. And when I joined I guess they were like, oh, go see them, go meet them, because we did have other customers in Montreal back then. So that's when I guess, visited them, Brandon in Montreal, and that's when we first met. And I think we did like a lot of like trade show friendship thing, because when you go like show at trade show, every 6 months you have like a 3 or 4 shows that you constantly like go back to. So it's kind of like, you make friends with them, obviously, because you just see them pretty much all the time. And it's like, I don't know, I guess that's how we got friendly.
We got friendly.
And then I guess we started dating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The jeans brought us together.
Yeah, that's it. It was an internal collaboration. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people find their significant other in the workplace, and I would say that this is a similar,
like a industry thing.
Yeah.
Yes. But I remember we were trying to hide it, because I honestly thought it was very unprofessional of me to because like I was on business trip where the company was paying for me to go to all these places. So I was just trying to really hide it.
We definitely did keep it a secret for a long time. And then I remember another friend of ours just through the industry, and one day he saw us like holding hands or something, like it was in Vegas, and he's like, "Where are you guys going?" We're
We're just
gonna go take a walk. A true denim love story. I'd say so. Okay, I've got a couple of glasses here. Let's start. Some of them have like prescriptions in them, because sometimes I can see pretty well, but sometimes my eyes get tired and I gotta throw some glasses on.
Oh no, we did get your eyes checked, and you had like
one of them is lazier than the other.
Slightly.
Yeah.
I think that's normal, but like it was like 0.6, 0.7 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's not great.
So big old, nerd glasses. I like these ones a lot. These are my most normal glasses, I have to say. This is a brand called Effector. It's a Japanese brand. I would say that for these are like $300. Like they're expensive, but they're
very very well made.
Very well made,
yeah.
Right? I have this is what you get for $300 from Effector, and like they're heavy. They're they've got a lot of oomph to them. Very, very nice glasses, and they make a lot of they make a lot of retro kind of shapes and designs. And then I got these, and these are Dita's, D-I-T-A, also made in Japan. And these are like, I don't know what these go for these days, but Dita's are not cheap. They have like that Kazal, like 80s style kind of vibe to them, which I really like also. But yeah, so there's my other not normal glasses. And then I got these guys. Oh yeah. I really enjoy these ones. Again, very 80s style. Like these are like these are called Ultra Goliaths, and
I just can't take you seriously when you wear this
love these things. And you see them a lot in like movies and like
music videos.
Yeah. Hold on. See, you see them a lot here. You see just a lot of like George Romero's wearing them, and Robert De Niro, like, so you just see them every now and then in all kinds of like weird places. And now that you see them here, you will start to see them all over the place. But yeah, I've got these from my buddy, Vintage Frames Company. Corey Shapiro, who runs Vintage Frames Company. He's a Montreal guy. He's got his own glasses brand, but he started as just distributing vintage glasses. So this is, I guess, his version of them. So he used to just be a dealer of vintage sunglasses, and now he has his own brand. He sells them to like all the famous people buy his glasses, and really cool guy, really nice guy, and a very nice shop in Montreal. And I think he's expanding all over the place now. He's doing fantastic things. So I got these from him, and then I also got these from him. These are also crazy. To be fair, Brandon is the one who got them originally, and Brandon's like, I can't wear these. He's like, but we got them together, and I'm like, Brandon, you got to get those. Those are awesome. And then look at these things. You hate these.
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I can't take it seriously.
Yeah, I love these things. These rose glasses. It's from a brand called Caviar. But yeah, he explained to me. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but they used to make all the glasses for Cartier. Yeah, Caviar collection, exotic wood made in France. So yeah, these are just another 80s sunglasses. And then I bought these in my like hype beast days when I was a young sneakerhead. I gotta probably clean that up. But
What is that?
Louis Vuitton.
No.
I don't know, some crud. Louis Vuitton. I never wear these. I bought them, and I probably have worn them out of my house like once or twice. Because I just don't feel like
It doesn't really fit your face so well.
They really don't. They're very tight, and when I wear them, I get a headache after like 20 minutes.
Right.
And so I've never actually really put these to any use. I also find that they're kind of small for my face. I don't know. Do they look?
Yeah, you need to have like a narrower here and more maybe
Yeah,
longer face.
maybe more gold chains too.
Clearly.
These ones were I forget when they came out, but they're called the Millionaires, and these were a limited production that Nigo from A Bathing Ape and Pharrell Williams designed for Louis Vuitton at the time. And yeah, they were very hard to get. I remember I really, really wanted these, and they were sold out everywhere. And I mean, look at the box. The box is crazy.
Yeah, the box is the best
The box
part.
is crazy. And they were sold out everywhere. And a buddy of mine was just like, oh, I was at the Toronto store and they had them in stock. I'm like, no, I've called that store 100 times. They don't have them. He's like, no. Anyways, I called them, and when I called the hotline, they're like, no, those have been sold out for months. Yeah. They're like, those have been sold out forever. Like, and I'm like, no, a buddy of mine said they were there. So they checked it together. They have them there. We hold them for you. And I went in and they told me the price, and I'm like, ugh. And I'm like, but I'm never going to have a chance to buy these again. So anyways, I gave them all my money, and then I never wore them. Lesson learned.
You still have them.
I still have them. So anyways, now they've come to some use as a thing to feature on a live stream. But yeah, my glasses, I definitely need to find something normal, or not normal.
It doesn't need to be normal, but like you should find something that you feel comfortable enough to wear all the time. Like
Yeah.
I feel like you don't have that, and that's why maybe you don't wear them.
Maybe.
I wear my sunglasses every day almost. Like when it's sunny. Like just
Yeah.
I don't even think about it.
Right. I definitely don't have normal sunglasses. I used to have one pair that I lost, and I was always upset about it.
Well, this summer. We'll find something.
So yeah, there you have it. Sunglasses talk. Rose glasses, but make them jeans.
What?
Rose glasses. Maybe a blue.
Oh.
A blue lens. Blue gradient lens. I recommend half frame glasses. Half frames. Top or bottom? Top or bottom? I have the Elephant XS denim jacket and get compliments all over the place. Starting to fade, and the fabric is just absolutely beautiful. Riley O'Brien writes, fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, for a denim jacket, the heavier weight ones, I think you'll see more fade results faster. But yeah,
For sure.
Denim jackets can sometimes be a hard one to fade. If you don't put just because when we talked about earlier, you don't often put as much wear into a denim jacket as you do a pair of jeans. So I'm always impressed when I see a beautifully faded denim jacket.
Yeah. Also, I feel like you're just more like not moving on the upper body than the lower body.
And you take your jacket off when you get inside.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, Venom Steady. I got an Elephant 9 jacket that I don't wear enough. I got a lot of denim jackets I don't wear enough. You know what we should do? We should preview a denim jacket.
Yeah. Yes. There's one exciting one in the mix. Well, this is
so you guys know
live stream favorite, I guess.
You guys know about this. So this, we're making the Type 2 as, customer demand, right? You guys called out for it enough that I'm like, okay, we'll give it a try. So this was the original sample. Let's put this on just so you can get some context, right? Let me just take off this, make it easier for myself. So this style of jacket is a lot shorter in the body, and it kind of fits more like it's not like a modern trucker jacket where they're a little bit more oversized. They're definitely more fitted, and they bloom out a little bit, right? And they very short to the waist. So this is what you can expect from something like this. This fabric, we're not running in anything. This was just a production sample that we did. So all of our Type 2 jackets that we will do will be part of the MIJ collection. We'll have the embroidery there. So this was the first sample, and it tapers quite a bit in the body here. You can see, like, if I were to do the bottom button, like, I can get it done if the buttonhole was worn in a little bit more, but it's slim on the body.
Yeah.
Right?
And to be fair, like, the measurement-wise, the length is not shorter. It's almost the same.
The length of the jacket compared to the trucker jacket?
Yes, you would be surprised, but it's true. It's just that because it's not like it's
open,
it's not like straight down. It looks shorter.
Okay. So, anyways, this was the first one. I just felt that this one was a little bit too tight around the waist. I mean, I can get it done, but it kind of feels like a pair of jeans around your around your waist on a denim jacket when you're used to it being a little bit more open. Anyways, we got the revised sample. So this just came in, and this is in the MIJ 13 jacket fabric. So this will be the first release of this fit. You can see it here, and it is a little bit wider in the circumference than the original one, but I think for production we're gonna open it up just a little bit more. So I don't want it to be. I want it to have a little bit of a gap. I don't want it to be like really.
Yeah. Although I mean, yeah, there's just like most people probably wear it open.
Yeah. Odds are you wear this jacket, you wear it like this, right? Or just open in general. Like it's really not a jacket that you're going to close so much. It definitely looks better open in my opinion, but I still want to have it just, if you are going to do it up, that it's not going to be so tight on the body. So that's going to be one adjustment that we're going to make.
But another thing to note is that the whole point of doing this is like to have something different from our Type 3. Yeah. So we are continuing the Type 3. So if you like more of like a straight, modern type denim jacket, we still have that option. We just wanted to add this because enough people are like, maybe they like more heritage style.
Yeah.
shoulder jacket or shoulder looking jacket that goes with the rest of your, maybe more heritage style. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and then just the preview, the Type 3 MIJ 13 jacket, we got it here. So trucker style, a lot bigger in the body, as you can see, and it has the side pockets here. Type 2 will not have side pockets. So if you want side pockets, if you want the hand warmer pockets, you're going to have them here. You have the inside pockets as well. But yeah, this is coming in the fall. And you've got a lot more room in here as well. Like if you want to layer this up with, a hoodie or things like that, in your size, in the medium, it's going to be fine. But in the medium, in the Type 2, it'll be more fitted. So if you want to size up, those are some things to consider. Okay. The Black Buddha, love the Type 2. Well, thank you very much. Any MIJ 12 or 13 fabric to show up? I'm showing off 13. 12, not quite yet. Nicholas Vilpu, is that a 40? Size-wise, these are all mediums. Mm-hmm. So equivalent to 40, I would say. When does the Midnight Slub Stretch come out? I have no jeans right now. Midnight Slub Stretch, I don't have a date yet.
No.
Don't have a date yet.
But it's this season.
Yeah. Q2. Devin Hurt. So will you be back the trunks denim for the Type 2? For the Type 2, it will be maybe black is what you're writing. Yeah. So the first Type 2 jacket we will release will be in black. The MIJ 13 fabric coming in the fall. Andreas Paven, nice and short for when I ride the motorcycle. Mm-hmm. There you have it. Any plans for a heavyweight chore coat? No, not at the moment.
No. There will be some chore coats coming out, though.
Yeah.
Not that heavyweight.
Yeah. The Raven writes, what does the Q mean for seasons? Q. Quarter. So quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So break the year down into quarters. So January, February, March, quarter 1. April, May, June, quarter 2. July, August, September, quarter 3. And then October, November, December, quarter 4. Where is Smarch?
Smarch?
That was a Simpsons joke.
Oh.
That Smarch weather.
I don't get it.
You have to watch The Simpsons. I think it's quarter, right? Yeah, Dylan dropped. Right, quarter.
You're right.
Okay. BD, Risa, any exciting women's releases? Elephant.
Yes, Elephant for fall.
Yeah.
Fall 23. We are doing the first ever Elephant in women's fits. So that's exciting. Yeah, so that's going to be available in Classic and Era.
Right,
so,
in the fall.
Yeah.
So I think that's that's the one I'm the most excited for. Elephant for ladies.
I'm excited to see people
people were asking for it. Now it's kind of like the Type 2. It's like if enough people ask, we're going to do it. And then we got to see, okay, are they going to do it? Are they going to follow it through? So we'll see. Look, 20 is it 20 or 21 ounce? I don't remember.
20, I think.
For ladies.
Yeah.
That's you're not going to find that.
Yeah. I rarely touch anything over, like, if it's 100% cotton, I rarely touch anything over 13, but when you have an opportunity, you gotta go big, right? So 20 ounce, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm excited to try it on. I haven't tried it on. I haven't tried on any of the fall, so I'm excited to see how it's gonna feel.
Right. Dylan Drop writes, are y'all fans of Kurosawa films? If so, any recommendations? Watched Police Story 1 and 2 when you recommended a couple of weeks back, and I loved both of them. Well, I will also recommend Police Story 3, Super Cop, with Michelle Yeoh in it. Kurosawa, watch Yojimbo. Mm-hmm. That's the one to watch. Yojimbo. And if you've ever watched... There's another movie. I don't know if you've ever watched it, but Quentin Tarantino... I'm pretty sure he's a producer on it. But it's a Japanese movie called Sukiyaki Western Django. Mm. And Quentin Tarantino's actually in the movie. And it's somewhat of a play on... You can see the inspiration from Yojimbo in Sukiyaki Western Django. Mm-hmm. Sukiyaki Western Django is it's like a Japanese spaghetti Western. Mm-hmm. Have you seen it before?
No. I know about it.
Yaki. I don't think a lot of people know about this movie. I
think you probably talked about it.
Have I? Images. Yeah. Yeah, look it up. Quentin Tarantino's in it.
He's in a lot of his movies.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. Check it out. When is the Weird Guy New Frontier Selvedge dropping? Also, any plans for more 9.7 ounce jeans like the clear blue Selvedge? I don't have a date for the New Frontier yet.
Yeah, it's closer to the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any plans for 9.75 ounce specifically?
That's a very specific weight.
Not specifically, but the Sakura Sky, if you like the clear blue, that kind of light blue colored denim, then watch out for the Sakura Sky, which is coming out this coming Friday, April the 7th. Mm-hmm. We'll have more information about those on Monday, Tuesday. We'll release a blog, some pictures, a video, all of that good stuff. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second here. Okay. Dylan drop taking notes. I will check those out. Wanted to watch Police Story 3, but they don't have it on HBO, unfortunately. Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll find a way to find it. Check out your local Blockbuster Video. I'm sure they've got a copy. Make it a Blockbuster night. Shane, do you think you guys have a faded King of Slub in Montreal or NYC to show off in a video? Probably. I know we have a King of Slub. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. I know we have a Lord of Now. I'm pretty sure we have a faded King of Slub there. So Garrett does live streams on Thursdays. Usually he'll do like a live stream around like 4 or 5 o'clock on the Tate and Yoko Instagram. Next time he goes live, ask there. I'll mention it to him to find it, and so he can have it ready to show off. But check him out on the Tate and Yoko live stream because he streams from the showroom. But he only does it on Instagram. It's only an Instagram thing. Okay. Mike Knight, I'm really looking forward to the Sakura Sky jeans. Are you guys getting close to releasing them? Yes, this coming week. Friday, April 7th, you'll have your chance to get them. Okay. Rice W5, nah, only a 9.85 ounce will do. Yeah. Have you guys considered making a 9 ounce light gray jean, the Raven? 9 ounce light gray, again, not specifically.
Yeah, when we create fabrics, we're just like, around this way.
Yeah.
But not like specific. Because it's also not up to.
Yeah, we'll say like target weight is.
Yeah,
and then
around there, and then they'll figure it out. Because depending on like which yarn we're using or like what kind of like density we're dealing with, we can't just like that part is really left to the professional at the mills who make sure that things are, and then you can never hit the target with everything else at the same time. So we just and
also the customer is never specific enough to be like, Oh, that's a 12.75 ounce. Oh,
But
no.
we're also not specific enough to sometimes. So it's like we wouldn't like do exact. So we just either round up or round down a little, like at least a little bit to the closest, maybe a quarter.
Yeah, quarter ounce weight. Yeah. Like, 13.75 ounce on the left-hand twill. Like, it might be... It's not
like hitting that.
Yeah, it's not
75.
exactly that number. It's like, maybe 12.8 or 12.6. Like, it's close enough that that's how it's going to go. Okay, Andreas Paven. Anything coming down the pipeline that you'd recommend for the next Indigo Invitational? Mine don't fade as much as I'd like this time around. Mine didn't fade as much. The MIJ 10 is guaranteed to be a good fader.
It is an Okayama Spirit. Yeah.
That
has a long, like you can look at a lot of examples of Okayama Spirit fades and, maybe you can get inspirations.
18-ounce big slub.
Right.
That's
a good one.
definitely going to fade well. There's fade examples of that everywhere.
Coming down the pipeline, what are we?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I think those two are... If I were to pick two today, those are the two I would recommend the most. White Lightning, aka Aqua. Question: can you put the King of Lords in the dryer, or will it mess up the neps? It won't mess up the neps. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
You.
Just make sure that there's no nothing that can get.
It might snag things.
Yeah.
That's definitely a possibility. But as far as the dryer itself messing up the neps, that's not something you have to worry about. I think you'll be okay. Okay. You know what? We did have snack time.
Oh, sorry, forgot.
No problem. We got snack time today because yesterday we came across a very fun. I like the packaging. The packaging got me, and I didn't know what flavor it was. I thought these were going to be mystery flavor jeans, because look at this packaging. It's got it all. It's got all the colors. It's got rainbows and confetti and balloons. It looks like a party.
So apparently this just says returning. So it's a revival of something that maybe was very popular for a brief period.
And so this is the list of flavors on the back.
So the reason why they call this a rainbow potato chips is because it's like a dashi flavored that are made from 7 different ingredients. So 7 ingredients that they took the dashi, which is the broth, from is... Let's see if I can do this. This is clam. This is shiitake mushrooms. This is kombu. This is seaweed. Katsuo.
Bonito fish.
Yeah. This one's scallops, shrimps, and oysters.
Yeah.
So it's got full of broth from these...
From the sea.
Mostly from the sea.
So,
one from the...
as seafoody as you can get, I would have... I just... From the front of the package, I don't see seafood. I get
looks exciting, but I don't know if it's going to be that exciting. Yeah. We'll see.
We're going to see. Don't eat a lot of seafood flavored chips, generally.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. And there's a lot of this lately.
It smells a little seafoody. It smells a little nori. I can kind of smell the seaweed.
But kombu dashi is in everything. You eat kombu dashi probably every day. It's in a lot of
The chip
things.
itself doesn't smell like much. It is a nice ridgy chip, though.
It's, thick cut version of
ridgy.
Calbee.
I'm going to eat some chips, too. Mine aren't a seafood flavor, though. Right. Yeah, not a lot of seafood flavored chips in the West.
But when you say seafood flavor, it's not like seafood flavor. It's seafood driven, umami flavor.
Flavors from the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily taste like seafood. Although, this one has a very complex
It changes flavor in your mouth.
Because I definitely taste the mushrooms. I definitely taste the, like, either the shrimp or the scallops, like one of those.
Yeah. That's weird. It changes flavor in your mouth as you're eating
it. It really does. It's a very complex flavor.
I taste the scallop. I taste the seaweed.
I taste the mushroom.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm not sure if I'm tasting clams or scallops or shrimps. They're all kind of meld together, but...
I have that taste. Anyways, interesting.
It is very... I didn't think it was going to be this strong flavor.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to taste like,
like, I'm not a... these are not the flavors I typically, like, crave or anything like that. And I don't think I would get this again. But it's it's not bad, right? This is not a bad chip. It is not... It's not junk foody enough for me to give it like a high rank. But I would put this in like a... It's gonna go like 6-8.
Okay.
6-8. A respectable chip.
Delicious, but not like...
But not like I'm gonna get another bag.
Really.
Not exciting. Yeah. Something I would try and be like, all right, that's fine. This is... And it's unexpectedly... that.
Yeah. It is very unexpectedly unique tasting.
Yeah. So there you have it. Chip flavors. If you're rolling through Japan, I'm presuming this is going to be a limited time product. The chip flavors change like every other week here. Check it out.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out. We've just shout outs to all the people we've been seeing rolling through Japan lately.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fully back. Everybody's coming to Japan now.
A lot of friends have come through. We met with a fan yesterday, so that was really nice. Somebody came to visit us and asked us if we wanted to hang out, and we did. It was a great time. Great time had by all.
Yes.
But yeah, come to Japan, guys. We'd love to see you here. Okay. With that said, we're going to leave it there. Great live stream, everybody.
Yes.
We'll see you guys again next week right here, 7 p.m. Eastern, for the greatest, largest raw denim live stream in the entire universe. The Naked Famous Denim live stream, raw denim live stream, streaming live from the internet.
Yes.
So
have a nice weekend,
have a nice
everybody.
weekend. Do something nice for yourselves.
Yeah, well, let's get together next week.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.